that use AMRAP out to community radio stations. It's really nice that you embrace that medium.
Well, community radio, when I did Sharkmouth, none of the major commercial stations have played anything from any of my three albums. Two of them were top 10. One was the biggest selling album in 2013. Yet still, none of the commercial stations played it. The album was broken by community radio and regional ABC.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so without community radio, I would have been really struggling. So I'm very grateful to community radio, and it's great if they all, because it's like a sleeping giant.
Yeah.
But what you need with community radio, you need them to jump onto a project and go really universally, like community radio here, community radio in Victoria, community radio in New South Wales, all jump onto the same album. If they do that and they all start to play it at the same time, they've got more power than the commercial stations. But the problem is they don't all jump on at the same time. You've got to really have some sort of thing that gets them interested. And I think Sharkmouth had that catalytic sort of approach that everyone at once went, wow, this is different.
Yeah.
And played it. Yeah.
Fantastic.
But community radio, if someone could coordinate community radio and say, listen, here's Joe Camilleri's latest album, why don't you all play it?
Yeah.
For the next 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I bet it would be a big hit.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that would be a good... He certainly puts out good music.
He does. He puts great stuff out, but very hard for him to get airplay and for people to hear him.
Well, I hope that you get on a roll. You know, you're on the roll, because the last two albums have been fantastic and certainly played here at NoosaFM, which is awesome. I was wondering, what is your in your career, which is you've been playing music since you were 18 years old. Do you have a best memory? Do you sort of have a moment where you went, "This is the best"?
Well, when if you're talking about my musical career, the moment for me that was the best is when we got a platinum album for Sharkmouth. After years and years and years of slog and things like that, and going down the gurgler and thinking your career was over and all that sort of stuff, that was the best memory, getting a platinum album for Sharkmouth.
Yeah, well, congratulations. That's a great memory. Yeah,
yeah,
so,
and the aria. So that those two things for that album were like, wow, gee, I can't believe this has happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really strange that you sort of didn't have much happening for all those years, but maybe it was just the type of music that people were listening to. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, that's what happens. You know, it's trends come and go, you know, and people come and go all the time. And all of a sudden, if you're still pedaling your bike, sometimes you can, or paddling your board, sometimes you can, without you knowing it, you've picked up a wave.
Well, you seem to come back here to the coast from time to time. It's nice that you like to visit us here. And
well, I was going to live up in Noosa, and we decided to live down just south of Brisbane on the coast at Sanctuary Cove. So, but Noosa was where my initial place I wanted to live first of all.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's a shame you didn't come up here, because then you would have played up here more often.
Well, I was thinking more of the travelling time to the airport and flying out all the time. I thought, this might be a bit hard. And that was the problem, yeah.
Oh, fair enough. We've got an airport.
Yeah, I know, but planes aren't that frequent, yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Just making it hard for you. Look, you are playing this week, next weekend, though. We do have you up here at the Imperial Hotel next Friday night.
Next Friday night, that's right.
What can we expect from next Friday night?
Oh, we'll just do all the old hits, and we'll also do all the blues stuff. I won't be doing any brand new stuff yet. I won't start playing that till probably October.
Okay. Well, we look forward to seeing you next Friday night, Russell Morris, and thank you so much for speaking with us today, and also look forward to your new album coming out next February.
No worries.
To see what sort of mischief you've been up to.
And thanks for your time, and thanks to Community Radio.
Now, thank you. What was that song you wanted to hear? Was it Cut You Loose?
Cut You Loose, yeah.
And
it's about from the inside, like Jesse James in America. We had the Wild Colonial Boy, and apparently he was betrayed by one of his inner circle, and they turned him into the traps, as they used to call the police. And this is about This is sung from the point of view of the person that introduced the traitor into the midst. He's singing to him, why did I do this? Why did I do this?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much, Russell Morris.
Thanks for your time.
We've been talking to Russell Morris from on Noosa FM. This is Cut You Loose by that man himself. I'll taking you through to 6 o'clock.